Welcome, beautiful yogis. I am so happy to see you. We are. And whether I see you or simply your little box on the screen, I know you're here. We are here together in a cyberspace, but we are connected with our common intention, which is at this time to relax deeply, to drop into our own being, which we'll do to start with a few restorative poses, and then we will drop into the nidra state, which is the deep sleep but not sleeping state. We open with the reclining butterfly pose, also known as the open book. So get your bolster lined up on a little step with your blocks. Know that you could have some pillows off your couch or bed to support you if you don't actually have a bolster. And I'll show you how the pose looks. Once you've got your recliner set up, sidle up to it with your sacrum, your low back, and feel the contact there and line up right in the middle so that when you lie back, you are aligned at center, left and right, and your arms could fall away, drop the shoulders away, and then ponder, reflect, or simply sense with your body, how should the legs go? They could go lie out straight, or they could come into cobbler's pose. It's always good to have a little review. How is it today? What's nice about cobbler's pose is that we've got a blankie on each side to support the outwardly rotated thighs and knees and the touching of the both feet. So here we are, this arriving. You might close your eyes now and fill up with a deep inhalation. Breathing to fullness through your nose, that little pause, and then blow the breath sweetly away through your pursed lips. Incoming breath through your nose. Smallest little holding moment. And then blowing the breath away. As you exhale, can you feel a little bit more drop through the shoulders and arms? As we did, incoming breath, bring it low into your belly. Low and slow as it rises to spread your ribs. And as it arrives at the very top, to feel that touch of your collarbones with your inhale, the little holding moment, and blow it away. Let's see how it would be to repeat this a couple more times. This breathing body, here and now, the commitment to breathe, to be present, so that the nervous system can reset itself, so that we can replenish, restore, and visit the place of emptiness, of stillness, where all things are birthed. As we continue to breathe in the three-part inhale that flows from the bottom upwards, the little holding moment, now the nose exhalation. Slowing down that exhalation, letting it empty just as slowly as you did through the pursed lips. arriving in your body at this time of day, this time of year, and this season. We are wintering here in the Northern Hemisphere. It is a time to rest. It's not really the time to strategize, plan. I get a lot of emails telling me I've got one more day to get the deal. It's exhausting simply reading the subject line, and they get immediately deleted. We are in the allowing place to feel ourselves in winter time, where, like nature, and we are nature, we get to rest, sleep longer. To know that change will come and a spring will come. But at this deep and fecund time of darkness, there is a deep seeding way below consciousness, or perhaps we're fully aware of what we are planting, seeding, to let that emerge when the time is right. And so if anything comes to mind for you that you would like to have emerge, whether you know what that is, or whether it remains as an unknown and simply an inkling, a feeling that something is going to come that is new. Allow yourself to feel that. Perhaps it formulates into language. Perhaps it even forms into a sentence that we call in Yoga Nidra the Sankalpa. Sankalpa is a statement, an intention, something that our heart, our soul longs for. Letting that emerge in language, or a simple feeling, or simply a question. What wants to emerge? And so as we rest and breathe, we ask that all that might be in the way of the emerging, be it a limiting belief, a thought form, a fear, that may be released and breathed away with your exhalation. Again, this may be something that you consciously know, or it's simply a felt sensation that whatever it is, I am ready to release it so that something new can emerge. So we rest a moment in this cleansing, clearing, releasing phase of our practice. The invitation now to feel this incoming breath. Let it be a deep one rising from the depth of your belly, coming to fullness, and it's so full we can easily relax in the fullness. Relax and hold this breath. Relax and hold this breath. As though gathering all that you are willing to let go. Is it languaged or a felt sensation? Exhale and let that exhale be long, complete, until you arrive at the empty moment. And come back to your natural breath. Notice what's here now. We are flowing in the natural rhythm of our breath. Lovely, everyone. We are now going to switch positions. So please help your knees back up together. Pull them in and gently, gently roll off to the side. You can leave your setup as it is, so that we set up now for a forward-facing shape, an asymmetrical shape that we call the revolved child's pose. So your blankie, one of your blankies, makes a nice little padding as you approach your bolster to sit down on your left sit bone. Sidle up close, and this will facilitate a hand on each side to lift and turn your rib cage, your heart, and lie forward, all the way along the midline of your body, matching with the bolster. And settle down on your left ear and arrange your legs. So there's that second blankie there. You could put under your top knee. Your legs could be easily bent. Some of you like to stretch your bottom leg out for a bigger physical sensation. Feel free to do that. Some of you might explore turning your face so that you rest on your right ear. And see how that is. Now we bring the breath to the back. Bringing the breath to your back body. And as you breathe here, I share with you the lovely wording, the lovely languaging of the Irishman John O'Donoghue. And this piece is a blessing for a new beginning. In out of the way places of the heart where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you were ready to emerge. For a long time it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. It watched you play with the seduction of safety and the grey promises that sameness whispered. Heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent, wondered, would you always live like this? resting and breathing and feeling your back filling and emptying with the life force itself as it flows through your body in the form of your breath. Elongating your exhalation in this shape, the feeling of your body sinking more deeply as you let go. Each exhalation. Enjoying 3 more cycles of your long exhalation in this shape. And then as you feel the impulse rise, feel your hands on the mat help you up as we change sides now. Transfer to your right buttock and bring that supportive blankie to your left side now, which is the side the knees are on. And as we sit on the right buttock, we face the torso to the bolster and lie forward. Again, a line right along the midline. This is where you sometimes feel a little click and pop in your spine. Let it be, receive it. And then as we did, let gravity take you. Settling into the second side of this reclining spinal twist, reclining forward facing. And as we rest here, we come back to the Irish poet John O'Donoghue, who speaks of the places in the heart that we don't think about much, but something's been forming here, ready to emerge. He continues, then the delight when your courage kindled and out you stepped onto new ground, your eyes young again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you, Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning. Beginning that is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure, holding nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon you will be home in a new rhythm, for your soul senses the world that awaits you. We are not yet unfurling, beautiful yogis. We are not yet releasing our sails into the wind. We are still in the place of waiting, resting, resting. Just the 3 to 4 more relaxing, long exhalations in this shape. As you are ready, slowly make your way up. Feel each movement, feel your connection to the ground as we push our way up. And we'll set up now for that aligning of the spine after the rotation, and we'll do that with the seated forward bend. So the recliner now becomes the table. Use your 2 blocks to set it up. You can use any table in your environment. a support to rest on, a support to sit on. Under your blankies will do. Cross-legged or straddle legs, and then make your way forward. Forward over this little tabletop. Come to rest. Some will rest on the elbows, pose supporting the brow. And if your spine's a little bit more flexible, then come down to rest your brow on your hands, forming a little pillow. Again, we bring the breath into the low back. Make sure that you are comfortable. Seeing if you could fill your very low back with the inhale and feel how it rises. Adding a little pause at the top of your breath. And then slow down the exhalation. This is the releasing, the emptying, the clearing away. Away, away, away. If it's helpful to think of a count to this breath, you could do 4 in, pause 4, and out 8. Or you could simply intuit that, trusting the wisdom of your body. And it is just about 5 more cycles of breath in this shape. Please gently make your way up. To completely rearrange things now, our next shape is supported bridge pose. So your blocks now head on down to south end, the bottom of your mat. And we place the pillow blanket just north of your mat, ready to pull in as needed. And the bolster is going to be under the knees, as we will be pulling that underneath buttocks. So lying down will feel really good after the seated forward bend. If you like, just give yourself a little hug. And then when it feels appropriate, bring the bolster up underneath your raised hips. so that your hips, your sacrum gets to rest in this raised place. Let everything settle. Let your body and awareness register this new place to come into the allowing of it. See how nice it feels in your upper back and shoulders. Some will now let the legs slide out, landing heels on or over the blocks. And some of you will just leave your knees bent. Find a place for your arms. Let them be alongside, a little bit away, a little wide open, or closer to your body. What matters is that your upper back is comfy, your sacrum gets a little stretch. And we feel the long, slow breaths, especially that long exhalation. Even this shape is not going to be too much longer. So savor the next 5 or so breaths in this supported bridge pose, allowing, receiving all the openings. Nice, everyone. We're slowly going to transfer to Shavasana. So your straight legs will bend. Bring the hips up to push the bolster down so that it is beautifully positioned to receive the back of your legs. Tuck your tail or draw the knees in a moment to settle your low back. And then see if you'd like that pillow blankie under your head. Just pull it down. And see if you would like to have your legs extended on or without the blocks. And so this is the shape that we'll practice Yoga Nidra today. And it matters that you are completely comfortable. We are no longer wanting to open the body in any way. We are settling the body in its most comfy and supportive way. So we are now going to switch gears, as it were, switch modes to drop into a different place. And so here we are in this relaxed body, breathing. Our theme, that something is wanting to emerge. And if you have formulated that into a sentence, words, or a feeling, no matter, at this moment, let's bring the palms together and give them a really good rub. Vigorously create some of your own heat as you rub your palms, that friction, creating a little warmth. And once you feel that your palms are warmed up, bring your hands a little bit apart, so kind of elbow width. Feeling the warmth of your hands, and if you've gone too far and lost the warmth, come in a little bit so that you feel the periphery of the ball of energy, that warmth that we've just created. Find the bounce of it, as it were. So you're holding this warm ball of energy created from your own body. And as you hold it, bring it into your heart, your warm ball of energy, and place it right into your heart. And at the same time as you position your warm ball of energy into your heart, speak to yourself your sankalpa 3 times. To whom do we speak? We speak to that part of us that is deep, that is conscious, the wisdom, we could call it the soul, the Atman, spirit being, God who lives within us. So many ways. And once you've made that connection via your heart and your heartfelt intention, wish, or question, then please let your arms relax alongside your body, knowing that we are now going deeper into the Nidra state. The Nidra, the theta wave brain state. And we do it by rotating our awareness throughout the body to include every part of our body in awareness. So as you lie, sense now your right hand, the palm of your right hand. Energy is flowing into your right hand as you tend it. And now please bring your awareness to your right hand thumb, your index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, and the palm of your hand. Awareness rises now to your right elbow and your right shoulder, your right underarm, the ribs, your right hip, thigh, the knee, your right shin bone, coming now to your right ankle and heel, the top of your right foot, the big toe. Give your toes a little dime here, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and your baby toe, the whole of your right foot, and the whole of the right side that we just traced from hand to foot. Can you feel it? We cross now to the left hand, awarenessing attention to your left hand. And we visit with each finger pad, beginning with the thumb, the index, the middle finger, the ring finger, and your pinky, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, and your left wrist, coming up to your left elbow and your left shoulder, underarm, side ribs on the left side, your hip, your left thigh, knee, shin bone, left ankle, left heel, top of the foot, bottom of your foot, and we visit now with all the toes of your left foot, beginning with the big one, second toe, third, fourth, fifth toe, the whole of your left foot. And now the whole of the left side from the hand all the way down to the foot. Bringing awareness now to your forehead. Your right eyebrow and your left eyebrow. Your right eye, left eye, your nose, tip of your nose, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, and left ear. Keep following along. Simply follow instructions here, guidance. Come to your mouth, upper lip, lower lip, your tongue, your upper row of teeth, and your bottom row of teeth. Sensing now your jaw, your lower jaw, and the tip of your chin. Come to the little hollow at your throat. Right collarbone, left collarbone, right breast and nipple, left breast and nipple, your navel, your low belly, and the groin, and going all the way down over the groin to your tailbone. Sense your tailbone. We're going to come up the spinal column from your tailbone. Sense the sacral bone. And then all the bones of your spine. Bringing your awareness up your spine, the curves, the natural curves of your spine, coming all the way to the back of your neck, and there's that bony one there at the top. Please go to the right side of your low back and the left side, and the right shoulder blade and the left shoulder blade. And come now to the back of your head where it rests. It rests on your pillow blankie or the mat. Sensing now the whole body, your arms and legs, your trunk, your face, your head. And how breath is here. Letting your next inhalation enter your nose, and as though feeling the actual breath coming through the trachea, through the lungs, but it keeps coming in until you find yourself at your tailbone full of breath. Little pause. And then ready to exhale, the sense of the breath itself, the energy of the breath moving up the front of your body, all the way upwards to arrive at empty at your crown. And letting the inhale begin here at the crown. Draw it down, 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 down your spine until you arrive at fullness of breath, right at the base of your torso. A little pause, and then we'll exhale up the front of the body, reaching the emptiness at the crown of your head, where we pause a moment. And the inhale travels back down. Inhaling down your back to fill up as you arrive now at the fullness of your breath, at the base of your torso, full, 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 a little pause. And the exhale empties itself in the upward journey back up the front of your body to the crown of your head, where we pause and notice the empty moment, and we call it winter. And the inhale comes, and the inhale journeys down, down, down to the south of your body, where we find the full moment, and we pause, and we call it summer. Exhaling, we journey back upwards or north to land at the empty moment at the top of your head, winter moment. Breathing in again to fullness, all the way to summer, to hold the moment of summer, and exhale the journey back up the body to its northernmost physical point, where we have winter. Invite you to do that on your own, a few more cycles. When next you find yourself at the fullness of breath, full of breath, full of breath, please hold this moment. Sense your entire body now. We are releasing summer and winter. Feel the whole body full of breath. And now as you let the exhale go, feel that your body gets heavier and sinks right into the mat, right into gravity. Your body now heavy, focusing on the feeling of heaviness in your body, the breath now breathing itself. As you focus now and tend the feeling of a heavy body. Weighted down, legs and trunk and arms and head so heavy. Amplify the feeling of heavy. now we turn to its opposite. So let's go to the fullness of the breath again, the feeling of full breath. And as we exhale this breath, have a sense of it moving up. Your breath moves up, 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 and a quality of lightness fills your body. Your body becoming lighter and lighter in your awareness. So light, like a little leaf, could easily be picked up with a little breeze. Your body light, light, light. Amplify the feeling of the lightness in your limbs and your whole body that could, might, so easily lift up and float. And releasing now that sense of lightness, to know that we are practicing yoga nidra and exploring the opposites within us. Inviting you now to sense within you a moment of uncertainty, not quite knowing what to do. We've entered the emotional body, doesn't know what to do. There is a problem, something difficult. Letting that feeling of uncertainty, not knowing what to do, but something needs to be done, enter your body. To feel that moment, difficult moment. Let yourself feel it. We've all had such moments. Where does it register in the body? How does it feel? And we go now, we release it, we release it, release it. To call in the opposite. The feeling of confidence in the flow, knowing what to do, what to say. So confident and at ease. Let yourself rest in that knowing. And how these opposites too live within us. And so many more. And how we can hold both. Please return now to your breathing, the incoming, the outgoing breath. To receive the next inhale so deeply, it fills and fills and fills us, and we hold the fullness of the breath, so easy to hold. And before doing anything more, we let the awareness come now to that place between the brow, the third eye. Rest here a moment. And then let your exhale go through the third eye, as though now opening this portal, this linkage place between the physical and the non-physical. Now we could rest here at the third eye. And how at this restful place at the third eye, we invite images to appear, and I shall give you some little word pictures that may appear as pictures to you or simply stay as language. Allow the images to appear. An animal, a pet that you have loved. Allow the image of an animal, a pet that you have loved, to appear. And we let the image go, and we invite now the image of roses bursting into bloom. Roses bursting into bloom. The image of the dry, endless desert. The dry, endless desert. A circle of drummers. A circle of drummers. Walking in the rain. Walking in the rain. A beam of light shining into your third eye. A beam of light radiating and shining into your third eye, and we know this beam of light comes from far away in the cosmos. And we receive this beam of light, and it beckons us. It beckons us to follow it, as though spiraling through the brow, following this beam of light, we rise. And we rise up along, riding this beam of light. And we keep going, and we cross the barrier that surrounds the earth. We have left the gravitation of the earth, and we are going now along the beam of light into space and into the cosmos itself. And we float upwards and upwards. And the beam of light comes to rest on a pillowy, lovely, pink, comfy cloud. And we come to lie on the pink, pillowy, comfy cloud. And it's so comfy. And it's so luminous. And we know that we have entered a divine realm where we can simply be and rest. And feel this space. Resting on your cloud. Sensing the presence of your guides, angels, and protectors. Those who have been with you all the way. Supporting you here in this restful place. Where we might ask, what is here that I need to know? What is it that wants to emerge through me? And We feel the light expand and hold us and embrace us until we are pure luminous light itself. And we rest, resting right here. And even in this luminosity, we know we have a heart. And the heart is here too, so radiant and luminous. And in the heart, we affirm the following. Even though I am enough as I am, my heart longs to express my unique gifts fully and with ease. I fully and completely accept who I am. I am a field of loving, creative, and abundant energy. I can have the life I long for beyond my wildest dreams. There's no limit to my creativity, my joy, my well-being, my love, and generosity. I am linked in to Source. I am the vessel for Source energy. And we expand and we allow more light in and more love in. And we become larger to contain more of this divine quantum energy into our hearts and into our own entire body. And we remember the Sankalpa contained in that energy ball that we placed in the heart earlier. We allow that to arise into consciousness, into the language that we created ourselves. Finding that and repeating it 3 times. And we express gratitude. Our luminous body now, one field of gratitude. The luminous body now ready to spiral back through the beam of light spiral back, down through space and the great void. We cross into Earth's atmosphere and back into the realm of gravity and time, finding our body, filling the body with this luminosity, this body that rests on the mat, the whole body, luminous, filled with gratitude. And the trust that that which longs to emerge will do so in its own timing. So the invitation now to ground this luminosity into your physical body, and you could push through your feet and stretch through your arms and your hands, sensing that the entire experience of your luminous body and your affirmations, and this great unfolding is now in place, that you could put it into your earth star that is just below your body in the earth itself. Tuck it in there, ground it, and how in the final part of our yoga nidra practice, the invitation is to lie curled up on one side. You might lie on the crook of your arm. Just get your body comfortable in a different shape and stay. Stay in the deep ease, the quietude, the integration of the journey. Feel again the ground beneath you. So beautiful yogis, know that you can stay as you are in the resonance of the journey, the gratitude, or you might choose to complete the session with us by coming up to sit. A little stretching. And then once you're in the seated place, to feel the joy of your extended arms and breathe them up into prayer pose. And bring it into your heart. How lovely to practice with you. Namaste, yogis.